a Chelsea fan beat you or spank you
I've started recording.
because they're Agberos. You can add that to it.
Hi guys, welcome to Enta Set. I've been promising to bring someone until I brought someone. I was trying to bring an Arsenal fan, but you know what Arsenal fans?
They're hiding. They're hiding. It's very difficult to find an
I've been
Arsenal
trying
fan
to
right
get
now.
man.
No.
It's just like it's almost impossible.
But it's like bullying to bring up an Arsenal fan now.
Yeah, that's my problem with Arsenal, right? They always start and then it gets to a point where you can't banter them.
That's literally what they're there right now. They've been there for like 2 years, but it's like this year's.
Because now they are on 0 points.
There's no counter. What do they want to say about us right now? It's nothing.
Oh
They're on
god.
cloud 9 and they're like, it's sad. It's sad. It's sad.
Yeah.
It was good.
So I'm good. He's a Man U fan, by the way.
I mean,
What's the next one?
Dami_AK.
Oh, the transfer window has closed officially, and so apparently, okay. Let me just ask you, what was the biggest surprise in transfer?
Ronaldo.
Okay. Besides Ronaldo, what do you think was the biggest surprise?
I think it was Lukaku.
Lukaku, right?
It was Lukaku because it was one of the quick deals, and if not because of Ronaldo's one, it would have been. It happened in what 2 days.
Yeah.
They come in and they're like, you know what, we need a striker, and they went ahead and got Lukaku, and it's annoying because I think it works for them. Lukaku didn't work for us. I don't think it works for us right now, but I think it works for them because of the type of striker he is. They've got all these like tricky, pacey wingers, but no main 9. Look, I feel like Lukaku makes them title challengers, like proper title challengers ahead of City in my book.
Ahead of City.
Yeah, ahead of City. I think it's theirs to lose. Weirdly enough, because they're on such a high. They've been on such a high for so long, right? I don't see them.
What do you think of Jack Grealish? Was it a good signing?
Yes. So if you check all the stats, but he has literally the best, one of the highest ball progression, either by passing or by moving the ball into the final third in the league, playing for someone like West Ham. Same difference to me. They have similar colors today. Yeah, but that's my point. By playing for someone like Aston Villa and you're putting up those kind of numbers, playing with City with that much quality, that much movement around you, especially with Guardiola's team with that much movement. Now, Mans is going to be feasting. He's going to be feasting. I'm happy for him. I'm actually really happy for him. Okay. But yeah, we wouldn't have gotten him. If I had gotten him, we would have actually been struggling. So it's actually really interesting. He's going to find stats in City, but I don't think he can start in United.
Even in City, I personally feel like they are forcing it because I watched his first game. I don't know if you watched his first game.
Yeah, it wasn't great. The goal was more luck than an actual goal.
And it seems like he's used to a different role playmaking, and he's used to like holding the ball and getting fouls. Yeah. While City want to hold the ball, they don't want to get fouls. They want to get into your 18.
Okay. Yeah, but I watched the second game. I think it was the one against Chelsea, Arsenal. Yeah, and there were some carries that he was having that I was like,
but it's Arsenal, so.
No, I think it's a good one. I really think it's a good one. He's going to do really well. But back to the point of saying, I don't think he'll start for United. Because I find it really interesting that as good as he is, 100 million signing, and he will not make it into our team.
I don't think we needed him. We didn't need him.
We didn't need him.
What I think we needed was a 6. Yeah? A defensive midfielder.
I mean, there's no argument there. I think even Ole knows we need it.
So I don't get why they didn't get it.
So, at the beginning of the season, but at the beginning of the transfer, we were saying they wanted us to move to 4-3-3. And moving to 4-3-3 means you need to get a DM.
Unfortunately,
first priority, Sancho. There was no two ways about that. We had to get Sancho. Next priority, centre back. We had to get a centre back.
Priority.
Then Ronaldo happened.
But we sold James.
I don't think that's why. Yeah, we sold him,
but James, so we should have bought him.
I think Ole has his preference of who he wants, but we can't afford right now.
Declan Rice.
I hate the fact that I think it's Declan Rice, but it's Declan Rice.
Declan Rice is good though.
Yes, that's good.
But you should have, there was Ruben Neves.
So he doesn't want to make the mistake our other managers have made. But if you think, for example, when we never get our first choice, we will go for second, we'll go for third. It's how we ended up people like Fellaini. But we don't want that. It's why he waited for Sancho. He could have, last season, he could have gone for Ousmane Dembele.
True.
Then it means we'll not be getting Sancho now, and we'll be dealing with this. Most of the squad players we have in our team were signed as first teamers, but they were never our first options. And so now we just have a bloated squad with people that he has had to throw away because those are not the main people. So I think that's why he has the tendency of holding off if he cannot get his man. And as a person, I think I'm with that. He did really well. He held off on Sancho and we still got him. He held off on Fernandes. Got him in January. Held off on Sancho. Got him for cheaper this year. So if that's what he's going to take, I mean, what's West Ham going to play this season? I don't think they're going.
They are on the top of the table.
They are top for now, but it's David Moyes. I'm sorry, I can't take him seriously. So I don't see them.
I did say this in my last video. I said like West Ham is doing well, but it's David Moyes. He's a mid-table guy.
And he's a mid-table guy.
Okay, so let's run through the fixtures for this week.
Yeah.
This game week.
Obviously, the major game that everyone is wondering about, Arsenal-Norwich.
Who is wondering about it?
That's the big game of the season now. I feel like this game will actually decide what kind of season Arsenal is going to have. That are they salvageable, or do they really need to kick Arteta?
Because if they do lose to Norwich, they have lost to two really.
Yeah, because Brentford are supposed to get relegated. Everyone expects Brentford to get relegated. So yeah, it means that that's literally their level is what it means, and it's sad because it's Arsenal. You don't expect that, but if they lose to Norwich, I would not be surprised. Because what game was it? The game against City. I was watching it, and all I could think was I was literally shouting at the TV. I don't do that normally, but it did not make sense to me that they let Ederson be on the ball for 10 seconds doing nothing.
And nobody was trying to.
They had zero press. You understand me? And the question now is it that tactically they have no instruction as to how to press, or there's no drive to match what has been asked for them on the tactics board? No one was trying to apply pressure. It was really easy to play in between them and around their midfield. And I was like, you're supposed to be a top team. Now,
but they did win West Brom 6-0. So.
Like, is it instruction or is it will? And a lot of the goals came from like really stupid defensive errors, which goes back to what I'm saying. How do they look like a worse team after spending 180 million? It does not make sense. The individual players are trash. Nobody in the Arsenal team, and I mean nobody.
But then Saka, I like Saka.
I repeat, nobody in the Arsenal team makes it into United's first team. Sorry.
Give me your prediction. United, Newcastle.
United.
Apparently, United is going to win. How many goals?
So before today, I always put United to concede 1. Before last game, I always put United to concede 1, and then we to score like 2 or 3 goals. But we have Champions League Varane.
Rafael Varane.
And for some reason, David is looking like he's awake.
He is.
It's not like he's interested in this season.
Those 2 saves he made that was like.
I'm like, okay, so I am seeing that we're going to keep a clean sheet. I'm seeing that Ronaldo is going to score. The question now is he starting or is he coming off the bench?
He better start.
If he comes off the bench, he's scoring 1. If he's starting, he's scoring 2. You understand me? And Greenwood is going to get his goal.
Normal.
Normal. So I'm inclined to 2-0, but I think I'm actually going to go with 3.
Top 6. Arsenal 10.
Arsenal is 10. It goes without saying. 5 and 6. Actually, let me just go back to the top. I think the top 3 is going to be really close this season. I think it literally could be any of these 3 people.
Okay.
Give or take 2 points, 3 points, maximum 5 points gap between the top 3, in my opinion. And obviously, it's United, Chelsea, and City. Obviously, City is to lose, and they have this bad habit of going on winning streaks. That does not make sense to me.
Very annoying.
They still don't have a striker. They've lost Aguero. I think they are changing their style of play slightly.
I think they changed it since last season. Even when
but they're doing it again, I believe. I think they're even trying to use like 4-4-2 now or something. It's still theirs to lose. But they'll get found out.
I think like against big teams like Chelsea, Man U, it's easy to play through the cracks.
Yeah.
So you don't have a striker against a Chelsea and against a Man U.
We're
ready for those.
For that kind of nonsense.
Compact, and then we can hit you on the counter.
Come on, it's really easy for them.
Mm.
So yeah,
So Liverpool is not entering top 3.
No, I don't think Liverpool. I think they're still fourth as well.
Mm-hmm.
I think they've done nothing to deserve to be anything else. They've not. Their squad is aging. They're not putting up the numbers they were putting up before, and they've not revamped. That's using Firmino, for God's sake. Are they serious? So
they switch him with Jota.
But then they switch him with Jota. I mean, I hear you, but they switch him with Jota, so that does not instill fear in my heart. So I still think they're fourth. For Chelsea, like I said, I really believe they're title contenders because they have the momentum behind them.
I believe so too.
But if you set leg for them at any point in the season, I don't know how well they would recover. Also, I don't think their midfield is all that.
They have Kovacic,
Jorginho, Kante.
I think they have the stuff we lack.
Yeah.
Because any of those 3 guys would play the CDM.
Right? So right? Any of them, like, we'll take Kante, we'll take Jorginho. We'll take both of them.
You understand?
But
but they don't have the 10 being...
They don't have that. Mount is good. Mount is actually good.
Mount is not really playing that. Mount is more of an attack. Anyway, he's good. But he won't take the tempo of the game. Mount wants to be an 8. He wants to be behind the striker or something, creating goals. So,
I think it's just to lose, but I think they can falter easy if something doesn't go there.
Are you sure it's not just you hoping? Because me, I hope they falter.
No.
They've been on
they're on a streak, but they're on a streak. But all those things end. So it's how they carry themselves after it has ended. I don't. Still, like I said, theirs to lose, City's to lose for us. But I didn't want to put pressure on us at the start of the season. I still thought, okay, we have a good solid foundation now, so what we need to do is build that team chemistry and then go on a run to beat Europe. But then we signed Ronaldo. I'm like, my boy. Now the real question is, if we don't win, would I be upset? If we are 3 points off first, 5 points off first, I would not be upset.
Me, I won't be upset.
What would make me upset is if it's a gap of last season, even if we're second. Because I think we've done enough to mean that we are winning in games that we're not playing as well. Like we won our last game. So I expect us to actually push on. So, like I said, I can't name my top 3. I think it can.
Liverpool 4.
Liverpool definitely 4, and you can just pick and choose who is going to be.
Who is going to be 5 and 6?
Leicester, Spurs.
Leicester, Spurs. So you're really not rating West Ham. Everton.
Everton, no, come on. Everton have
Benitez.
Yeah. And they had a Salotti last season. Leicester are the near leaves.
No, Leicester, they have been consistent. So they are consistently a top 6.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, I think Leicester will be 5 and Spurs will be 6. Even though Spurs are top now or second?
It's 1-0.
That's why. They've actually not looked convincing in any of their wins.
Yeah, it's not
It's actually been shocking. They've been the opposite of Wolves.
And Wolves have lost all their games.
1-0, but been looking like proper convincing. Yeah. So I think it's going to be. I think it's going to be United, Chelsea, one of them, then the other one, then City, then the other one in third. So if it's United, City, Chelsea, or Chelsea, City, United, I kind of feel like City, obviously being City, would be really close, but I'm not sure they'll quite win it this season. And I think it's literally who has the fortunes in their favor between Chelsea and United that would actually take the trophy. And then fourth would be Liverpool, even though I don't think they even deserve to be fourth. I don't think they're showing.
They have the oomph.
They have the oomph. So they're not showing the drive or the passion to be, but they have the oomph for so they will. And then Leicester, Spurs. Then the others can play whatever they want to play. What the hell?
Okay. So thank you for coming, Dami.
It was fun.
Yeah, we should do this.
Even though we lost.
Thank you guys for tuning in. Remember to like, subscribe, comment, follow all those Bobo things. Peace.